Hello and welcome to another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. I'm Wayne Highlander, National Sales Manager for Bona Adhesives.
And I'm Rob Johnson from Bona Training.
How we doing today, Rob?
I think we should be doing the evening news like this.
Yeah? This
Yeah.
is the first time we've actually done this.
Bright lights.
Yeah.
I do feel like a newsman.
We've never done this together before. We've always done this remotely. He's always been in his wherever he's at, and I've always been, on the other side of the country. And this is the first time we've been. It's a little uncomfortable, to be honest with you.
I think we're a little too close.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of distance.
All right. Well, Rob, while you're pondering that, today's episode we're going to talk, and this is actually with you in mind. We're going to talk about annoying habits of coworkers. Floor guys, we other than our families, we spend more time with the guys we work with than anybody else, right? I mean, we're 8 hours every day together. Sometimes you don't spend that much time with your wife. I don't spend that much time.
You don't spend that much time with my wife.
No, I know. I don't.
Yeah.
How is Pauline doing?
She's doing awesome. Awesome. Matter of fact, it's amazing that the show we're doing today, and I can't name any names, okay?
Okay.
But I got a message from my wife today. And the show is about annoying coworkers.
Yeah.
Now, we all know Pauline's a dental assistant. She loves the field.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know or care if this woman that I'm going to talk about listens to the show.
Okay.
She knows who she is.
Okay.
I don't think
There's
she
no
listens to the
liability
show.
here for us, is there? 'Cause
No,
are we protected in a lawsuit?
No.
Okay.
We're fine.
Okay.
But for the last year, this woman has been the biggest thorn in Pauline's side ever.
Wow.
That she's ever worked with anybody. This woman, brutal.
Okay.
So annoying coworkers.
Yeah.
This woman, Hall of Fame.
She's it.
Can't name her name,
Okay.
but
We'll go with.
you know who she is.
Okay.
She knows who she is.
Okay.
She just got fired today.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh my God!
nice
yeah.
is that?
She got fired. Isn't that great?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Huh?
Yeah.
Her life
That's-
is now over,
Wow.
but
That's
Pauline can now spread her
Wow.
wings again,
Nice.
take a deep breath, exhale. So what a day for us to be doing a show about annoying coworkers.
Yeah.
And Pauline's biggest thorn
It's done.
has been plucked out.
Wow. Good for her.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. I'll have to send.
Eileen, you've probably heard tons of stories about her.
I'll have to send her some flowers.
The one who got fired?
No.
Or
Eileen. I mean, celebratory flowers.
to Pauline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Easy what you write on the note.
Yeah. Okay. So talking about annoying habits from coworkers, you might be surprised, but I have a list. Okay.
I am so blown away that Mr. Positivity has a list about
Yes.
annoying things that coworkers
I
do.
do. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go right to the start, and I'm going to tell you my number one most annoying thing about coworkers. Will trump everything, and always will trump everything. It's my worst pet peeve is your coworker being late to the job. Drives me out of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's been the bane of my career. I mean, not my brother. My brothers are always on time, but we've had coworkers over the years that have a hard time showing up, and it drives me out of my mind. That's number one.
That's number one. That's your worst one, huh?
Yeah,
All right. Listen, I was an hour late today.
you were. You were an hour late today.
The show was supposed to start at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
That's if I was in New York.
yeah. Well,
So that's what I was going off of. I'm in Denver now. So it's an 8 o'clock start. And when you said, oh, the show starts at 8 o'clock, I said, no, 10 o'clock.
yeah.
So I'm not trying to make an excuse for
Yeah.
being late, but it's kind of amazing that,
They've got an app for time zones where it shows you the different times in each zone. You know how valuable my time is, Rob.
yeah, they keep it all up here.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't trust the phone. So that's why
You're late.
I was
right.
an hour late. And that's your,
That's number one. Honest to God,
That's your number one.
Number one, and
so I really started
Yeah,
the day off
yeah,
really good for
yeah,
you
it's-
today. If I had a bell, I'm sorry I forgot the bell. Traveled to Denver, didn't have the bell. If I had the bell, you'd be getting a ding
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh,
Maybe I'll
all
just
right.
do verbal dings.
all right.
Yeah.
So give me your what's your number one?
My number one is gum chewing.
Chewing gum.
And I know there's a lot of gum chewers out there. Look, don't take it personal, but I have a theory about gum chewing.
Yeah?
You want to hear it?
I do, and but before you go any further, I have to say it is very high on my list for some reason also. I don't know why. It bugs the hell out of me. But go ahead, tell me your theory.
Chewing gum is a gateway drug,
Okay.
okay? It
Okay.
starts with chewing gum.
Yeah?
And then you end up, maybe you try chewing tobacco, and then you're smoking cigarettes, and then cigars, and then marijuana,
Yeah?
and then cocaine, and
Cocaine,
then
yeah.
angel dust, BCPs, okay?
Okay.
And it all started with gum.
you might have
You
something
see,
there.
it started with gum,
Yeah.
and then it just progresses. I bet 99% of the guys in jail for drugs
Started chewing
started
gum?
chewing gum.
That's the kind of stuff they don't teach
I
in
might
school.
look, that should be a documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm, sorry to the Wrigley's people out there, but, or Joe Bazooka,
Yeah.
bad stuff. And
Why does it bother you so much? It bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me.
there's just certain things about it. It's like chewing on a
Yeah.
big wad of spit
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah.
It makes me sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walk into a restaurant.
Yeah.
I want you to do this now.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to do this. Walk into a restaurant, and as you're going through the front door,
Okay.
the sidewalk in front of the front door, take a look.
Yeah.
Okay? Take
Yeah.
a look at the ground.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Yeah.
Black spots.
Yeah.
All over the place, black spots,
Yeah.
about that big. Everywhere you go, people spit it out. You're stepping on it. It's
Yeah.
in your shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. How about if you
Look,
if you
I
put
was
your
in
hand
the
under
gym.
a table?
Oh,
Does that
that's
make
not
you
free
sick?
candy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. But part of doing gyms is scraping gum,
Oh.
and
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. All right.
it was terrible.
I'm with you.
Horrible.
It's high on my list too.
Yeah. And
All
to you
right.
gum chewers out there,
Don't apologize, Rob.
I'm really not apologizing.
Yeah. All right.
My kids,
Yeah.
they all chew gum. My family chews
You know,
gum.
my wife didn't start doing it until later in life. To be honest with you.
My family
Now,
chews
I don't say
gum.
anything, but it really does bother the hell out of me.
Does she listen to the show?
Yes, sometimes. It's at the weirdest times. She'll listen to the episode like 10. We did like 30 episodes ago.
Well, I found something out about a year ago. I didn't think anybody in my family, kids, grandkids, wife, I didn't think anybody chewed gum. They chew gum as soon as my plane takes off.
No kidding. So
Yes.
they don't do it around you.
They don't do it around
Wow,
me, which
wow.
I appreciate,
Yeah. Yeah.
but still,
It's annoying as hell.
they're going to end up in jail.
Yeah.
They're already on that path.
Yeah. It's not good.
No.
All right, I'm going to give you my next one, and this one has always bothered me as well, and I'll call it false hustle, where you're on a job with a guy, and we're at the point of the job where we need to be scraping corners, right? And you're rolling up cords.
I'm
You know what I
gonna
mean?
roll cords.
You know
Yeah.
where the job is. You know
Right.
what we're. You know
It's
where
time
we're
to
at
get
right
under
now.
the radiators.
Yes.
Geez,
Yes.
I'll go cut some paper.
Yeah, I'm sweeping down the stairs now. That's not the job. The job right now, you know where we got to be. We got to get these
Radiators and corners.
Yeah, yeah. False hustle's a big one with me.
I'm gonna go disconnect and roll the cord, and
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be about 40 minutes
Right.
doing that.
Yeah,
And you should have
yeah.
these corners
Yeah. Or the homeowner was asking me a
all
question.
taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or my dad had a famous one.
Yeah.
My dad was famous for, Robbie, I got to go check out a job.
Oh, absolutely.
There
Well,
would come a point in time, and
yeah.
at a certain point in time when it was time to get down
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
nitty gritty, I got to go check a job.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something though. There is an art to doing that.
Oh,
There's an art to doing that, and here because
Absolutely.
you're going to piss people off when you leave a job to go when they, So here's how you do it. You first look at your phone like you're looking at the time. Go, oh my God! Or if you got a wristwatch, you look at the time. Go, I gotta go. Them first 3 steps out the door are gotta be hustle steps. You gotta be like moving quick. Like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta go.
look at he's late.
Yeah. Now once you get out the door, you can relax and do your thing. But that's how you leave. That's how you exit a job. False hustle, and you're guilty of false hustle. I mean, there's some people that should have some pangs in this, right now. Because you know rolling up the cord is not the deal right now. We got to be on our butts, and we got to be, not on our butts, on our knees scraping corners.
Rolling the cord, re-rolling it.
All
Yeah,
right.
you know what? I can do better than that. I can roll that cord a little bit better.
Yeah.
So you're a guy who would say to your brothers, hey, I got to go check out a job, because it sounds like you're really good at that.
Well, here's the thing. My brothers know that I you know, and I think this has been part of our success, is that as hard as they work, they know I work harder, right? Oh man, that's gonna sound so bad coming back.
That is
Yeah.
so awesome that you said that.
Yeah, we might have
Did
to
you
cut that out.
Highlander brothers hear that? He got to take extra breaks because he worked so much harder than you. Those
All right.
words really did come out of your mouth. That is
This is gonna go.
so good.
This kind of goes with.
If I had a bell,
Yeah.
ding.
You wear it out. This next one kind of goes along with it, because if you're guilty of the false hustle, you're probably guilty of this too. And this one really annoys me, Rob. If you get a complaint about your workmanship, and if it doesn't crush you down to your very soul, I don't want to work with you. You know what I mean? If you get a complaint and it's like, okay, well, we got to edge your marks on that last step, we'll send it, well, not a big deal, and it doesn't really bother you, then I don't know if we're ever going to get along.
So this is a homeowner complaint
Yeah,
that you're talking about.
yeah,
All right. Not that I'm always going to play devil's advocate here,
okay.
but you and I have been out of the real game for how long now?
Oh no, I don't aspire to that.
Oh, listen. How long
Yeah.
have we been out of the real game?
Okay, for me, it's going back about, gosh, man, hang on a second. Probably 13 years.
Yeah. For me, it's
Yeah.
close to 20 years
Yeah,
that we've been laying in the lap of luxury,
yeah.
working for manufacturers. The customer has changed.
I don't believe that.
Believe
I
that
really don't.
I don't know. I talk to a lot of people. The internet, everybody's a pro.
That's never changed. The customer hasn't changed, Rob. I promise you.
Okay.
You know what? As a matter of fact, the techniques have gotten better, and whatever, if they have, the tools have gotten better, the techniques have gotten better, the equipment's gotten better. That averaged out. That's never changed. But regardless,
For everybody listening, notice who's on your side, and
Well,
notice who's not on your side.
I'm on their side. But it's a fact. Customer hasn't changed.
The customers have changed. The customers are loonies.
Where did you work? Where the customers were ever nice?
It wasn't that they were nice. They weren't as bad as they are now.
I just
They
don't-
didn't have the internet. Everybody's a pro.
They've always been that way. That's never changed, Rob.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
My next one is disagreeable coworkers.
That was almost a spit take.
Yeah, it was.
That was close to a spit take.
But you got.
I should have let it go on you.
Yeah, yeah. Turn the other way.
That would have been.
If a guy doesn't have his heart in it, where he doesn't, where a complaint doesn't bother him so much, that's a problem. You agree?
What was it?
Not genuinely caring.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's the worst kind.
And
You've got passion. He has no passion.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough day.
that goes along with a guy saying, "Hey, it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to leave. I'm done."
Mm-hmm.
And you're ready. You got to get the floor stained. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to go because it's 4 o'clock or whatever. That's a problem.
Yeah, that you don't see that in a lot of floor guys. Though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm hearing about it more.
I think one of the funniest stories, or funniest things I ever heard one day was my wife talking to Bum's wife. I think I might have told the story on the show, but she said, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
my dad walked in the door at 5:45
Hold on a
every
second.
single day.
You said that in the very last episode.
Okay.
Here's what
We
I'm
won't
concerned
go there.
about. I've been noticing
Is
the two of
this
us are-
another?
Th-
Is this another annoying thing a coworker does?
Repeating stories.
Repeat that story.
Yes, but I hear you on that.
And a floor guy, you never
Okay.
know when you're getting home.
No, you don't.
A
no.
good one,
Yeah,
he's going
yeah,
to stay till the coat's down,
Yeah.
the stain's dry, or
Absolutely.
stain is ready.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, my next one. Negativity. Always complaining, you know what I mean?
I do
yeah,
know what you
yeah.
mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's-
absolutely, I know what you mean there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Well, this is your list.
I'm keeping it real.
Remember when you said, let's put a
Yeah.
list together, and I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I got gum. And you
here's-
have 75 things on your list. So
the reason you
it's
had
a little negative, a little positive, but that's the glass is half empty, glass is half full. That's just salt and pepper, black and white,
the reason
chocolate and vanilla.
the reason
No
I have
biggie.
reason I have a list and you had one is because I was here on time today.
Right.
So
I'd have given you a bell.
okay.
I'd have given you a bell for that one.
Negativity. I mean, in a certain situation when the job is hard or whatever. I mean, and someone you can either make it uplifting or whatever, or you can just make the job even more miserable, like Debbie Downer, like oh my gosh, it's just now blah blah blah, or this is never going to work, or what if she says that? You know what I mean? That doesn't help the job.
Right.
So negativity is high on my list.
It
Right behind that,
can be draining.
it is draining.
It can be draining for you.
Yeah.
That not only is the job miserable
Yeah.
and hard and
Yeah,
terrible,
yeah.
then now you got to listen to this guy next to you bitching about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know it's rough.
Yes.
We know this
don't-
job is rough. You don't need to remind me.
Yeah. Closely related to that is positivity. Somebody that's too positive. Look, what are you smiling about?
I
You
don't
know
like
how
the
hard
way
this
you're
is.
looking at me. I don't like the way you're looking at me on that.
It's okay to be positive, but over top positivity bugs me.
Fake positivity.
Fake
You don't like when I fake it. Is that it?
Fake positivity
You're
is a
not
problem.
into the fake.
No. You just got to keep it real. All right, Rob.
Sometimes fake positivity can be a good thing.
To get you over a bad time?
Nah, you're trying to get the morale of the crew up.
Well, that's not fake positivity. That's genuine positivity.
I think that's kind of fake. I've used fake positivity before.
With me?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will-
You never know.
You're good at it then.
Yeah.
All right, I have another one.
Of course you do.
Interrupting me interrupting me when you ask a question, I'm trying to answer your question. You ever have an apprentice ask you how to do something and you're in the middle of explaining, oh yeah, I got it. Well, I'm not done explaining to you. How do you got it? You know what I mean? That's a bit of a problem.
I guess that the more we talk, the more I can think of things that piss me off. And the guy who asks you something and you're telling me, goes, I know,
Yeah.
I know, I know. Well, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, why'd you ask me? If you know,
Yes.
why aren't you doing it?
Exactly.
But what do you mean you know? Don't
Yeah.
say you know. Just nod your head.
Yeah.
Don't say anything that's gonna
Yeah, that's a problem.
bring out the anger.
Exactly.
Right.
Guys that are quick to anger.
You mean guys who throw T-bars out the door, or guys who throw tape measures in a pond, that kind of thing?
There can only be one alpha guy on a job. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah. All right, cell phones.
Wait, let's go back to that anger one.
Yeah. I didn't really have that on my list, but it just,
I was looking at it. I didn't even.
yeah. Guys that are quick to anger, you don't want to go back to that one, do you?
Quick to
Nah,
anger.
that's not a big deal. Let's
Quick
go to
to
the next
anger,
one.
huh?
Let's go to the next one.
They're gonna really start sinking in for you in a bit.
Cell phones. I know, and this is a generational thing. I know it is. I know the game has changed. I know the times are different now. I get it. I'm as guilty as the next guy. We live and breathe. I mean, this phone is our life, but there's a time and a place. And when I'm on a job and I'm watching guys on a cell phone when they need to be edging or doing different, or they walk into a different room so they can hear blah blah blah, and that to me is a bit of a problem. Does you agree?
No,
Okay.
I definitely agree.
Okay.
Because kind of the cell phone break is like an extra break.
Yes.
Like, okay,
So-
at 10 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock we're going to stop and grab a water or coffee.
Yeah.
But then you got guys in between
Yeah.
taking those little cell phone breaks, which leads me to the smokers breaks.
Yeah.
Those extra breaks.
Yeah.
So now I've really pissed off everybody. Gum chewers,
smokers.
smokers, cell phone users.
Yeah.
But, you know, some of the smokers,
Well, they're going to
that
be.
could be an hour worth of breaks at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, according to you, they're going to be criminals down the road anyhow.
They're probably in jail anyways.
Yeah.
Or heading there.
All right. This is another one that I think a lot of guys will relate to. I hope is not cleaning the room after you leave. If you're edging out a room, and the big guy with a big machine is getting ready to come in there, just because of the way it worked out, some guys will edge first, last, whatever. But and then there's edger papers all over the floor. You know what I mean? There's stuff in the way because the guy running the big machine is king. Right?
You know what? Maybe I am a glasses half empty guy. When a guy takes a piece of edger paper and frisbees it someplace, I want to pick it up and go at him like a Chinese throwing star at his throat.
Yeah.
Because they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm. You got to clean it up.
Why don't you just
yourself.
pick it up? Why don't you just go throw it away?
You
You don't need to.
Yeah. You just got to stay out of the way of the guy running the big machine. He's the boss on the job, right? You got to keep that man moving. So get the edger paper out of this way, get all that stuff, get all the shavings out of the way if you did all your scraping and everything. So when he walks in, he's ready to go. And a good foreman, by the way. I mean, you were talking about your is it your uncle?
My Uncle Fred.
Who ran the jobs and did a great job of making sure everything was lined up, ready to go. So he kept
Very
everybody
rare
working.
did my uncle ever touch a machine, especially when we were doing bowling alleys. Very rare did he ever touch a machine. But by the time you got done with whatever you were doing on the last lane, as soon as you were done, you would just walk back to where you started, and he was all set. He had everything set, machine, paper, cords, everything laid out, so you never stopped.
Yeah.
And that's what he did, was he just kept that dance going. He was amazing. And it's funny because I was talking to my son and my partner the other day, and my partner was even bringing that up, like, man, nobody could run a job like Fred. It was just like a well-oiled machine. And everybody hated him for it. You know, my dad was the happy guy.
Yeah.
Let's play. Nah, don't go back to work yet. Let's play some liar's poker. Where Fred is like, let's go, the ramrod.
You know,
but it was kind of nice too, because all you had to do was, run the drum or run the edger.
Yeah.
Everything was all set for you. And by him planning that out, it was amazing.
That can backfire you on you a little bit sometimes too, though. What am I, a mule? You know what I mean? I'll give me a minute here. I get the production.
If
thing.
my uncle was sitting next to us, he would say, yes, you were a mule.
Yeah. Well, we were.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Disorganized with the tools. That's another one, man. I mean, if I got to start hunting and finding, especially if it's my tools and you borrowed one of my tools, one of the guys on the job, and you didn't put the tool back, and I got to hunt for my tool, that's a big time problem. That's where you go back up to the anger one, and it's maybe not so bad. It's
Now, Pauline laughs at me because whenever I'm done doing something with my tools, I'll make sure that they're very organized when I put them back.
Yeah.
I'm not the most organized person in the world, but I can tell you where every single, whatever you want, tool-wise, what box it is, where it is in that box.
That's somewhat annoying too, though.
Well,
I mean,
the annoying coworker.
You ever see like a finished carpenter that has like his chisels? He's got like a cloth around each one. He's done chiseling something out, so he wraps something around and he puts it in his gate. Dude, no one's got time for that.
Okay.
It's 2020.
I'm not that bad.
Okay.
I just know where my stuff is.
Okay, that's all you need. That is a
I
win.
just know where my stuff is.
Yeah.
Because it drives me nuts
Yeah.
not knowing where stuff is. And
Yeah.
it drives me even crazier. I guess I'm as bad as you. Working with somebody who doesn't know where their stuff is.
Yeah.
Or, even worse,
Yeah.
borrowed my stuff
Yeah. The world's worst.
and didn't put it back.
The world's worst is if you think it's in your van because it's always in your van, and the other guy has it in his van now on another job. That's World War III, right? Now, having said all this,
My brother was a tool kleptomaniac.
yeah, I had one that was
My brother was a tool kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
Because one day we cracked into it. Nobody could find a razor knife. Everybody on the crew needed a razor knife to cut paper.
Yeah.
And there was one day where he had like 7 razor knives in his toolbox.
Wow.
And he would just pick somebody's up, use it, and then
On some level,
that didn't go over
Yeah.
good with the rest of the guys.
no. On some level, I respect that a little bit. He took care of himself.
He did.
All right. Now, I think, Rob, I'm dead serious about this. I think how somehow like marriage counseling is suggested in some marriages because they just can't get along. They just can't find common ground. Fortunately for you and I, we've never had that problem because, how many years you been married?
37.
39.
I've been with Pauline for 39.
Yeah. We should write a...
We were drinking buddies for the first 2 years.
No
though.
kidding.
Yes.
Wow.
We were drinking.
we've
I was just telling Dee this today. We were drinking buddies for 2 years, and then, she just kind of hung out in our crowd.
Yeah?
And one of the guys in the crowd asked her out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted 2 dates with him. And that's when I knew, like, all right,
Yeah, you got to step up.
I got it. Yeah, what the hell are you waiting
Yeah,
for?
yeah, yeah.
This is crazy. So,
Procrastination.
and Pauline, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. So 39 years and 37 years, we could write like a marriage book. Because if you notice, like these people that write those books have been married like 3 minutes. That don't mean
Yeah, but
first
you and I
20
are
years.
so different, though.
But that's the beauty of it. It'd be two different
No
styles
gifts,
to marriage.
gifts. Yeah,
But
it'd
we're
be the
just
most
as-
confusing book in the world
But
for guys to
we're
read.
just as happy.
That's right.
I did buy. Judy was gone for a week, and I did buy her flowers because Eileen wouldn't leave me alone about buying gifts for Judy. And I have to say, what I got out of it is that when the neighbors came over to visit us, they go, "Oh, look, Wayne got flowers. Isn't that nice?" So I thought, maybe I will buy flowers. The neighbors liked it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the key to the
Yeah.
flower thing. Like I said, flowers at home, that's nice.
Yeah.
Flowers at work or flowers that other people are seeing,
It's desperate.
it's, 100 times better.
Really?
Ask Eileen. Do you agree?
Okay.
Flowers at work.
Of course she's going to
Flowers
agree.
at home is a 7, flowers at work is a 10,
No.
right?
All right.
Because all the other girls are like,
Look at that.
look at that. Why
Yeah.
can't my guy be more
Yeah.
like Rob? Yeah.
Well, I think that where marriage counseling is necessary and needed in those relationships, there is not a damn thing wrong with you work. Like I said, you work together every day. If you can't work out your differences, and every day is like we're butting heads every day. We can't get along. There's certain things we just can't get past. I have my needs. You're blowing them off. You're not acknowledging that, or you're passively aggressively dismissing what I need. Or you're quick to anger and all these other things. We just can't get along. Whether you're business partners or you're a crew that works together, sometimes bring in a mediator or getting some kind of counseling or whatever to say, hey, look, man, we work together every day. What are you looking at me like I'm crazy?
No, because I'm wondering how much you paid for that. What did that cost you when you brought
All
the
my
mediator
counseling
in?
was free.
How much did the counselor cost you to?
we never did that.
It was probably more of you needed to fix the other guy.
Well, I always need to fix the other guy.
It was the other guy who needed fixing.
Yeah. No.
You probably recommended to him.
Well, I think that I actually think this. I think I'm a very what do you call it? Evolved man. I think.
You think so?
Yeah. That would be thinking like this. I think this is good. I think that counseling and talking it out, I think is good for everybody.
We'll help the guy who's ticking you off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So what was this about again? Annoying habits of your
Annoying
coworkers.
habits of the guy sitting next to you.
Yes. Yes. Well, Rob, it's been a pleasure sitting next to you for this few minutes. It would have been nicer if you were
These
here on
bright
time.
lights. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
These lights are crazy.
Yeah. Okay. This has been another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. Please stay tuned for another episode.